Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
KCHW programming made possible through the support of New Health. If you're ready to start prioritizing you and your family's health, New Health is committed to providing quality healthcare for you and your family. Their team of experienced healthcare professionals are dedicated to keep you and your loved ones happy and healthy. They offer a wide range of services to meet your family's healthcare needs. From your medical, dental, pharmacy, and behavioral health needs, New Health has you covered. To schedule an appointment, call 509-935-6004. New Health, celebrating 45 years of bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare.
Chihuahua Motel and RV Park. Chihuahua Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chihuahua, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChihuahuaMotelAndRVPark.com. Chihuahua Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chihuahua.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Looking at a Friday the 13th here on the morning show. Special guest in the studio, Mr. Jet Timmons, back for a second day.
Hello. How's it going?
That's all right. You got a giant head today.
I got a big head all the time.
All right. Let's see if I can match your size here. All right. Now my head is just as big as yours. How's that? And our eagles are filling up the screen. All right, live on YouTube, Facebook, and on our website at kchw.org. Just click on the homepage, the listen and watch page, and there's a video feed there for you through Twitch, and we're on the Twitch app as well this morning. Friday the 13th. I got the best. You know, it's all about bad luck, right?
It is, yeah.
Some people work in the Halloween stuff and a little spooky and that kind of stuff. It really is all about the bad luck, and we're going to tell you all about it. But first, best bad luck song ever.
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Then despair and agony on me.
Whoa! Whoa! Right, you want a little echo there? Go ahead.
Whoa.
Oh, it doesn't work for you.
Nah.
All right, enough of that stuff. Before we get into the goodies this morning, we should probably deliver you a little bit of a weather forecast, and it is going to be a nice one in the city of Chihuahua. 66 for a high today, sunny to partly cloudy, down to 46 tonight under mostly cloudy skies. That brings you to a mostly cloudy Saturday, 65 and 48. Sunday, 66 and 47, mostly cloudy as well, 20% chance of rain. And right now, back to work Monday afternoon showers of 40% with a high of 68 and a low of 47.
At least it's good for the weekend.
It is good for the weekend. Also happening on Saturday, a celestial spectacle will occur over North, Central, and South America as the annual solar eclipse creates the ring of fire around the sun. Annual solar eclipses are like total solar eclipses, except the moon is at its furthest point in orbit from the Earth, so it can't completely block the sun. Instead, the sun's fiery light surrounds the moon's shadow, creating the so-called ring of fire. So you don't want to miss this chance to see this scintillating event. Let's see, nothing like it. Where's it going to be? Primarily, you should be able to see it, I think, in different spots. But the nearly full eclipse from Oregon to the Gulf Coast in Texas, appearing in Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, along the way as well. Not too sure what you will see in Washington. Event will also be visible in parts of California, Idaho, Colorado, and Arizona. Yeah. Let's see, it will end in the United States at 12:03 Central Time.
That sounds like it's going to miss most of Washington.
Sounds like it. But maybe we'll see a little sliver or something.
I think it was 2017, the year I moved to Spokane, they had that total solar eclipse. And it happened where I used to live, but I missed it in Spokane. Right. We're supposed to have one here in Lincoln, Maine next year. Yeah.
All right.
I think April.
All right. All right. Remember, don't look at the sun.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
Do we need to tell you people that?
Yeah, do not look at the sun.
Yeah, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Just don't do it. It's tempting, but it'll burn your retina.
Yeah. Just go get a piece of paper and pop a hole through it and hold that up. You'll be able to see it through the little hole. All right. Don't hold it up to the sun. Look down. All right. Look down.
This popped up this morning. I thought I'll share it right after the weather before we get into today's bits and breaks. 3 zodiac signs with rough horoscopes for today, Friday, October the 13th. First up, having some bad luck today. It says Virgos. You really don't like it when your plans go haywire, and that's not to say they will do that today, October 13th, 2023, because you will be affected and influenced by the transit of Mars, and then it says trine, which I don't mean, through Saturn. And that will have you forcing your way to the top, whatever that means. Okay.
All right.
Here's how it goes down today. You will be confronted by a family member who disapproves of your lifestyle and your choices. You will feel they have no right to butt in, yet you will smile and wave at them just to placate them and shut them up.
Sorry, Virgo.
Yeah. Ignoring people and gray rocking them is what you're all about. You will feel isolated by your actions, but it's the only way to protect yourself. Also frustrate your family member to no end, which could backfire you and some other day.
Uh-oh.
All right. Scorpio, not good.
Oh, that's me. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio. Get ready, Jet. What weirds you out today is that you'll feel like you're so close to achieving your goals, yet you can't claim victory.
Okay.
Just like being late today.
Yep, I was late today.
See? The 13th.
It's the 13th.
Yes. Woo. You will also experience the influence of Mars through Saturn. Do you know what that means?
No, I don't.
All right.
No idea.
You're no help then.
I'm the wrong guy to ask for horoscopes.
Wrong guy. You are. That's your horoscope. You are the wrong guy.
What else does it say? Whoa.
You believe your dream is not a thing you can let go of even for 1 second, even to make room for someone else's feelings. Oh, Jet.
Okay. Yeah.
You're so determined to make it happen that you start looking like you've lost your mind to those in your life who depend on you not to lose your mind.
Okay.
All right. You worry others today, so today is a rough day for you.
Yeah, all right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right. We're starting off right, though.
Yeah,
right?
we are.
All right, Aquarius, you've got a bad one today, too. Rather than thinking of yourself as supremely selfish, you'd rather believe that you have a purpose, to know yourself as a strong and silent. You do your things your way, and on this day, the 13th, you will come across to others as someone who lives in their world and cares only for themselves. Okay. These are actually real horoscopes. I'm not making these up like I do sometimes. All right, well, you may have great love and compassion for the world. You certainly aren't showing it. This aspect brings out a side of you that is pure self-protection. You don't want anyone raining down on your parade, and you will say nasty things if you feel pushed. You won't like yourself for being so rude, which will put a damper on your day. But in mind, you have to do what you must to survive.
You've got to.
All right. Those are horrible.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, you guys. We even have some Friday the 13th birthdays today.
Oh, good.
I wonder if we'll be able to check in with them and see how their day's going.
Yeah.
All right. On to our cheat sheet for today. A little bit of history I thought we'd do, Jet, for Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th is considered an unlucky day in Western superstition. It occurs when the 13th day of the month in the Gregorian calendar falls on a Friday, which happens at least once every year but can occur up to 3 times in the same year.
Ooh.
For example, 2015 had a Friday the 13th in February, March, and November, which will happen again in 2026. 2017 through 2020 had 2 Friday the 13ths. 2016, 2021, and 2022 had just 1 Friday the 13th, as will 2025, 2023, and 2024 have 2 Friday the 13th.
All right, here comes some echo for the last line.
A month has a Friday the 13th, if and only if it begins on a Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday,
Sunday,
Sunday, Sunday.
That was too much fun. All right. Frigga triskaideka phobia
Yeah.
is the scientific term for fear of the Friday the 13th.
Okay.
All right. Frigga being the name of the Norse goddess for whom Friday is named.
Well, Frigga.
Yeah. All right. Unluckiness of 13. This is also from Wikipedia. One source mentioned the unlucky nature of the number 13 is a Norse myth about 12 gods having a dinner party in Valhalla.
Huh.
This sounds a lot like the Last Supper.
Yeah, that does.
Yes, the trickster god Loki, who was not invited, arrived as the 13th guest and arranged for Hur to shoot Balder with a mistletoe-tipped arrow. Yes, Balder died, and the whole earth got dark. The whole earth mourned. It was a bad, unlucky day. This major event in Norse mythology caused the number 13 to be considered unlucky.
Interesting.
All right, tell us about the Christian associations.
Yeah, so again, mentioning the Last Supper, the superstition seems to relate to various things like the story of Jesus' Last Supper and crucifixion, in which there were 13 individuals present in the upper room on the 13th of Nisan Mondi, Thursday, the night before his death on Good Friday.
Wow. Now, in conjunction with Friday, while there's evidence of both Friday and the number 13 being considered unlucky, there's no record of the two items being referred to as especially unlucky in conjunction before the 19th century.
Interesting. It is unlucky to leave on a Friday as a ship if you're setting sail on.
I
Friday.
read that today. Yeah. They will postpone it.
I think even to modern times, a lot of captains won't leave on a Friday.
All right, educate us on how this was disseminated.
Well, it is possible that the publication of the 1907 of T.W. Lawson's popular novel Friday the 13th contributed to popularizing the superstition. In the novel, an unscrupulous broker takes advantage of the superstition to create a Wall Street panic on a Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, also the perfect day to do this.
Release the Kraken!
That Kraken has been released so many times.
Right. All right, me and Jake going to go back and forth on these. These are some Friday the 13th jokes.
Ooh, good.
Okay. All right, first one. I don't worry about Friday the 13th. It's bad luck to be superstitious. Sorry.
Apparently.
Yes.
Well, that one's the same one. What starts with 2 I's and ends with an I and an R?
I don't know.
A pirate with bad luck. That's a good one.
I like this one. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
A very unlucky man finds a strange-looking lamp, and when he touches it, a genie pops out. The genie tells him he has 1 wish. The man says, "Wow, finally, my bad luck will come to an end." After thinking about it for a long time, he says, "I wish I had the Midas touch." The genie grants his wish, and for the rest of that man's life, everything he touched turned into a muffler.
The Midas touch.
Trust the Midas touch.
With a pile of 300 resumes on his desk and a need to pick someone quickly, my boss told me to make calls on 50 and toss the rest. I asked in shock, throw away 250 resumes? What if the best candidates are in there? The boss thought for a moment and said, you have a point, but then again, I don't need any people with bad luck around here.
Oh, Scott, cracking a serial killer joke on Friday the 13th is okay, as long as they're properly executed.
Woo, woo.
Oh, I like this next one.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? But it's true. America sure is having some bad luck. Yeah, well, look at our society and what's going on with the weather and around the world. It's almost like our country was built on an ancient Indian burial ground.
Ooh. Oh, man. Well, dear Jedi, today is Friday the 13th. There's never been a better time to join the dark side.
Oh.
always two. There are a master and an apprentice.
All right, some more Friday the 13th info if I save the website here. Oh my gosh. I think I might have actually lost the website.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was a great list. Maybe during the break I'll be able to recover it. It was a great list of all the horrible things that have happened on the 13th.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of spooky. And I'm checking my history real quick to see
what else
if
is
I
in
could
there?
find it. Oh, man. That's so sad. It was really, really good stuff. All right, we'll see if we can find it during the break and come back with that. But we do have more Friday the 13th goodies.
Yeah, Friday the 13th strikes again. We can't find the website.
Isn't that the way it goes?
That is, yeah, it's almost like that day's unlucky.
You think I should hit the back button and see if it's there?
Oh, yeah, try that a couple times. We'll see.
Oh, man.
Oh, not this time.
Not this time. Not this time at all. Nope. No, sir. No, sir. All right. Moving along then. We've got some more Friday the 13th stuff. This is a quiz. All right.
Okay,
We're going to
all
ask
right.
each other questions.
All right.
All right. I'll kick it off here. What desserts do black cats have on Friday the 13th?
What is that? I don't know.
Mice cream.
Good. All right.
All right.
All right. Well, do you know why they don't have 13th floors on most buildings?
No, I'm not quite sure. Superstition?
Apparently, it's because most buildings aren't that tall.
All right, Jet. Why don't Americans worry about Friday the 13th?
I'm going to guess not that many people are superstitious anymore.
No. It's after losing your home, your job, and your 401k, nothing scares you anymore.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
That one cuts close to home.
I'm sorry.
Well, what do you do if your car breaks out on a rainy Friday, the 13th?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you walk to the nearby derelict summer camp and split up to look for a landline and or a place to smoke weed.
So glad you got that one.
Yeah.
You know, because those horror movies, they always do something stupid. I've shared this before on Halloween's too. I was at a haunted house in Spokane one year, and they had the guy chasing people with a chainsaw.
Oh, that's my favorite guy.
Yeah, when they came out.
Yeah.
And two teenage girls come out, and he starts chasing them with a chainsaw. And just like in the movies, what did they do?
They both ran in the same direction.
They did, but they turned around and looked to see how close he was.
You never look back.
You
Don't look
never
back.
look back.
Don't
But
look back.
apparently in real life, we look back too. And what's really funny is they tripped together.
Well, that's why you don't look back, because you trip. That's. We watched one last night. I'm trying to remember what horror movie. Oh, we watched Freddy vs. Jason last night.
Oh, how fun is that?
Oh, it was not very good.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Not enough verses. I told Lindsay, I said, this is Freddy versus Jason, not Freddy and Jason versus college students. But that's how it went.
I think we should have Freddy versus Predator.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Have them team up.
Right.
Freddy versus Jason versus Alien versus Predator.
Yes.
That would be good.
All right, Jet, what store shouldn't you enter on Friday the 13th?
Oh, the ladder store, the Black Cat store.
No, the Ghostery store.
All right.
Sorry.
We're having a sale on Poltergeist, folks. Is this here's another one. What should you avoid on Friday the 13th?
Probably what you just said, ladders, black cats, and ridiculous superstitions.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
Yep.
What's a good pasta to make on Friday the 13th?
I don't know. You're going to tell me, though.
I am. Fettuccine Alfredo. I'm so afraido.
If your clock strikes 13 on Friday the 13th, what time is it?
I don't know.
It's time to fix your clock.
Why see seamstresses or tailors on Friday the 13th?
I don't know, so you don't rip your pants.
I don't know. They know a lot about superstitious. Superstitions? Yeah, they know a lot about superstitions.
You got it in there.
I got it in there mostly.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
That's your turn.
Is it true that if you get married on Friday the 13th, you'll be unhappy?
I don't know.
Of course. Why should that day be an exception? I heard someone call a wedding yesterday. They said, it's not a wedding, it's a standing funeral.
Oh, man.
I am actually, I don't know if I told you this. I'm an ordained minister. So if you need to get married, buried, or baptized, I'm your man, Scott.
Are you the, what do they call it? The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
That was my second choice. I wanted to be a little bit more legit. I went with the Universal Life Church. They're non-denominational. They do it online. It's free.
All right. So since you are ordained, I'll just go ahead on the radio. I know she's listening. She says we're great together. Marion, you want to get married?
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
And this is what she should do.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
It's too late. By the power vested in me by the internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dork alert.
All right, Jet, how can you tell the difference between people and ghosts on Friday the 13th?
I don't know how.
You can see right through ghosts.
That's a good one.
All right.
Oh, boy. What's the safest place to hide on a Friday the 13th?
The bathroom.
The living room.
Oh.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Where do ghosts go for a family vacation after working on Friday the 13th?
That's a good question. Where?
That would be Budapest. Or perhaps a trip to the Bahamas.
Oh, boy.
Or maybe we'll just go to California and go to Malibu. Malibu. All right.
Well, Scott, what's worse than Friday the 13th?
I have no idea.
Monday the whatever.
Another one for cat lovers. What do and on Facebook today, this is really bad and
good.
serious. On Facebook today, 3 posts of people's cats dying.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Sad ones.
That's
Sad
really
ones.
sad.
Except for Val. She was talking about she never leaves the house without giving a hug and a goodbye kiss. And I was thinking of Brad, and then she goes, and then I go out to the car and clean the hair out of my mouth. She loves cats. And just for Val, what do black cats like to have in the mornings of Friday the 13th?
What's that?
Mice Krispies.
Oh, good. Oh, man. Well, Scott, what sort of parties do people generally organize on Friday the 13th?
I don't know.
Search parties. Oh, man.
Saving the best for last. What makes Jason Voorhees different from Donald Trump?
We're both very big. We have big hands. We love teenagers.
No, both are frightening individuals, but Jason understands how to hide behind a mask.
I don't like that joke, Scott. Not bad joke, worst joke I've ever heard. KCHW, favorite radio station.
Worst jokes.
Worst jokes.
All right. Speaking of the worst, me and Jet are going to try to decide whose luck is the worst for Friday the 13th.
Okay.
Would you like to start?
Yeah, I'll start us off.
Okay.
My psychic told me I will be having bad luck until 30. He also told me you will get used to it after 30.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn 29 next month. So.
Oh, see, getting close.
Yeah, I'm
All
almost
It's
there.
not over, though.
No.
Apparently. You know, Jet, I'm so unlucky that if there was a contest for the most unlucky person, I'd probably come in second.
Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
I can't tell.
My luck's so bad that if I bought a cemetery, people would stop dying.
Huh. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. That reminds me, that song.
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Then despair and agony on me.
Whoa!
Well, Scott, I've got bad luck in spades.
Yeah?
Unfortunately, I'm playing with a full deck.
Ooh, are you sure?
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure if I have bad luck or if the universe just doesn't like me.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, Scort, I'm so unlucky. I opened up a fortune cookie last night and it said the roof is not your friend.
Ooh, ow.
I know.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right. So I'll have luck if it's the last thing I do.
Well, Scott, I don't have bad luck. My bad luck is just good luck in disguise.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
There you go.
See?
And I'd have better luck if I wasn't so unlucky.
Well, Scott, Scott, bad luck. I think my luck is getting worse. I was mugged by a Quaker.
Is that even possible?
I don't know. Richard Nixon, he mugged the whole country, and he was a Quaker.
I'm not too worried about it. I broke a mirror the other day. 7 years bad luck, but my lawyer thinks he can get me 5.
I'll get you 4 with good behavior.
Good behavior. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, pick this one out for you because what state were you born in?
I was actually born in Colorado, but I grew up mostly in Idaho.
Would you mind saying that again?
Idaho?
That's frightfully interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
All right. Then this is for you, Jet.
All right.
It is Tips from the Idaho Book of Manners.
There we go. Well, you want me to read it, Scott?
Sure, do. Go ahead.
All right. Live close to a state, city, or...
you don't read that. You go down to the next part.
Sorry. Scott.
New
It's
guy.
Friday the 13th.
It is.
Never take an open beer to a job interview. Ask your interviewer if you may pop the top first. Yeah, offer him one first. That's always a good idea.
Yes.
It's considered poor taste to take a cooler to church unless you bring enough for the whole pew. If you have to vacuum the bed, it's time to change the sheets.
It's the words I live by.
Oh, man. Even if you're completely certain that you are included in the will, it's still considered tacky to drive a U-Haul to the funeral home. Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm just prepared.
Another good tip, avoid throwing your bones and food scraps on the floor, please. The restaurant might not have dogs. Belching is bad manners unless you announce beforehand that you're about to, quote, make room for dessert.
Release the Kraken!
That's right.
Should I be reading these in an accent?
Sure.
While ears need to be cleaned regularly, this is a job that should be done in private using one's own truck keys.
All right, do the next one as Trump again.
All right. Dirt and grease under the fingernails is a social no-no as they alter the taste of finger foods. I have the cleanest fingernails. They're the best fingernails.
Keep going with it.
Though uncomfortable, socks and shoes must be worn at a wedding, though they may be removed at the reception. All right, folks, when sending your date down the road with a gas can, it is impolite to ask her to also bring back beer. And then finally, I know you're in your big trucks, big lifted trucks, but please do not lay rubber while traveling in a funeral procession.
There you go.
Amen.
The Idaho Book of Manners, as read by Mr. Trump. All right, truth behind popular food myths. I found a couple of these kind of interesting today. I've always heard this first one. Cooking with vegetables destroys their vitamin content. Have you heard that before?
I have heard that, yeah.
Nope. Cooking actually boosts your body's ability to absorb the nutrients in some vegetables. For example, cancer-fighting nutrient lycopene is stronger in cooked tomato sauce than in raw tomatoes.
Interesting.
However, many nutrients will be lost with the wrong cooking technique. So what's the right way to cook vegetables? To retain the most nutrition, steam, roast, or microwave with as little water as possible and keep cooking time to a minimum. That's the first time I've ever read anything that said you should microwave your food.
All right. I love microwave vegetables.
Don't overboil the vegetables.
Yeah, interesting thing. So they think that we humans evolved like we did with such big frontal lobes, and we can think like we can because we found out how to cook food. Yeah, improve the nutrition. You want me to read myth number 2 here,
Sure,
Scott?
go ahead.
All right. Cravings are your body's way of telling you it needs something. Not necessarily. Does your body ever need double cheeseburgers and potato chips, Scott?
Yes.
Most cravings are driven by emotions and psychology. We tend to crave foods we enjoy and associate with happy times. For example, you might crave hamburgers because you have had strong and happy memories of eating them at family barbecues, not because you're deficient in protein or iron. Or you might simply love the taste of hamburgers. Now, I'm surprised at that one. I believed that one. I lived my life by that one for a long time. So.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Another one, myth number 3, certain foods can burn fat, according to the negative calorie effect. The act of chewing and digesting certain foods burns up more calories than the food itself contains. Cucumbers, celery, and grapefruit top the list of foods rumored to have negative calorie value. In reality, chewing eats up only about 11 calories per hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
More than I thought.
Yeah, they tested cows. All right, considering that half a medium grapefruit contains about 40 calories, it doesn't seem like the act of eating one for breakfast is going to be enough to burn it off. However, eating low-calorie, high-nutrient foods will help you lose weight, but not because they create negative calories. They'll help you lose weight because they have a high water content, which makes them filling. Plus lots of fiber, also filling. When you're eating cucumber, celery, and grapefruit, you're not eating fattening cookies, chips, and crackers.
Oh, I see.
All right. We did okay.
We did all right.
We did all right.
It's Friday the 13th. Cut us some slack.
All right. Let's move along then this morning and take a look at our events calendar. A lot of stuff going on. I don't even know what to tease first. Let's do the farmers market. It is your Chihuahua's farmers market. It's the last one of the season, and the pumpkin bowling tournament takes off today at 3:30.
Chihuahua's got a great farmers market.
It does. Catch it in the Chihuahua City Park. All right. Also happening on the 13th today, the VFW is having a Navy birthday dinner. Chihuahua Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 2047 invites you to a Navy birthday dinner tonight at the American Legion. Veterans, families of veterans, and friends of veterans, please join the Chihuahua VFW for dinner this Friday night starting at 5:30. While the Navy's birthday, all services, family, and friends are welcome. They have food to support the first 50 through the door. Dinner includes Navy beans, stuffed chicken breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, vegetables, dessert, water. For those with membership in the American Legion VFW, the American Legion will have drinks available to go along with dinner. Cost is $15 per person, and proceeds help VFW support veterans in the Chihuahua community.
Now, I remember going with you to that one time. Was that the same event?
It was not.
Okay.
They had actually, the Sons of the American Legion threw a fundraiser for the radio station.
Oh, that's right. I remember
So
that
nice
now.
of them.
Yeah, that was a good time.
All right. And then we did karaoke afterwards.
Yeah, I had a little bit too much to drink that night, but
yes,
I did.
What was worse is the next week, people were talking all over town about the crowd of like 15 people that were just walking down the entire street. And yes, that was us.
It was only like 3 of us, too. We just made the same noise as a group of 15.
Also happening tonight for the 13th, it is a live haunt, if you dare. Oh, should we do this? If you dare. All right, haunted house. Tonight, then again on the 20th, the 27th, the 28th. All those dates from 6 to 9. Then October 31st, 4 to 8. $10 per person, $5 with an item for the food bank. Where's it at? Bradley's Taekwondo, right on Main Street. Easy.
I love the joke you made yesterday. You know, sometimes people get so scared they pop the actors.
Yes.
But, don't do that here.
Yeah.
Taekwondo, they'll put you in some kind of hold.
Yeah. Or at least maybe they'll block it.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Saturday, it's the Hands Across Nations dinner and auction, supporting their work in Uganda. You're going to be able to join them for dinner and stories from Africa. And, of course, as I said, the silent auction. Doors open at 4:30 if you want to check out the auction. Dinner served from 5:30 to 6. Tickets available still. Acres Drug, Valley Drug, or at the door. Adults, $18. Children, just $10. If you want to reserve a big table, 509-979-7448. 979-7448. Also happening on Saturday, it's the Big Stomp. This is Stevens County Stompers presenting the Big Stomp, showcasing the history of clogging. Jet admitted yesterday that he was a clogger as a child.
Yep, I was.
All right. He still walks like that, too.
I do. I go everywhere. Yeah.
All right, it's 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Tickets only $15 each. Available at Acres and Valley drugstores, plus the Colville Chamber of Commerce, or at the door at the Center for the Arts. Okay. Big weekend. Lots of stuff to do. No reason to be bored at all, ever.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. A few trivia questions for Jet.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
That's you.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right, first up, Jet. Average person but more men than women will consume 12 pounds of what this year?
Bacon.
Let's see. I can't believe average person, but more men than women will consume 12 pounds of this a year. I would think women would be like triple on this one. I find that
It's got to be chocolate then.
It is chocolate. Good tip.
That was a
by
good hint.
Scott.
Good hint.
Good hint from Scott.
Yeah.
All right. Average person gets a new one of these on their body every 4 weeks.
A new one every 4 weeks.
Average person gets a new one of these every 4 weeks.
A freckle.
Oh, you're very, very, very close.
Is it like a mole?
You're still in the same layer.
A layer. So just a layer, a new layer of skin.
A new layer of creepy old skin.
Icky.
Look at you.
Where do we do with the old layer?
We shed it.
Ugh.
Man.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
Yes. Hey, let's see. India has over 156,000 of these. The U.S. has 30,000, and Canada has 6,200. It's a place people go to take care of something.
The restroom?
You think they only have 156,000 restrooms in India and 30,000 in the U.S.?
Yes. No. You go there to take care of something, huh?
Yeah.
The daycare? A daycare?
What could I give you as a hint without giving it away? They usually have a flag outside.
Oh, I'm thinking post office, but that still seems really low.
No, it is post offices. There you go. Don't second guess yourself.
I guess I shouldn't. Wow.
All right.
That's low.
If you're an average person, you'll just eat 6 of these a year. What kind of food is it?
6 whole chickens.
6. It is not chickens.
Only 6 a year.
Yeah.
Man, well, it's got to be something big then.
Yes.
Like a lasagna.
Oh, you're close.
Same vein, same kind of food, maybe.
Yeah,
like
some close, but not the noodles.
Oh, okay, a pizza.
The pizza. There you go. Am I giving these away? All right, Spy the Lie Jet. A year after quitting smoking, a person's risk of having a heart attack drops by 20%.
Okay.
Combined, Americans and Canadians will go through 13 billion gallons of beer a year. Wow. During the 1905 college season, at least 18 players were killed during games. Which one's the lie?
That last one. That last one, yeah.
That is not the lie.
Oh.
Yeah, 18 players were killed during games.
I didn't even think football existed in 1905.
Yeah.
So I get to guess again, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess that first one, the 1 year of not smoking.
All right. And what do you think it would be if it's not 20%?
50%.
You're exactly right. I'll give you points on that one. Good
okay.
job. Yeah.
Took a stab.
If you a year after quitting smoking, your risk of having a heart attack drops by half.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
That's a lot.
All right.
Okay.
Again, Spy the Lie. Birth control campaigns in Egypt in the late 1970s failed because village women, thinking the pills had magic powers, ended up wearing them in lockets. All right. Only one U.S. president was born in September. All right.
Okay.
And Harvard receives more applications than any other U.S. college. Which one's a lie?
Well, I know that last one's true. I'm gonna...
Really?
Uh-oh.
You lost right out of the gate.
The gate. So that one's really?
Yeah. It's a lie. UCLA is the receives more applications.
Okay.
And the only one U.S. president born in September was William H. Taft.
Interesting. So women actually were wearing birth control in lockets then.
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. Funny thing is, some people think we still have magic pills.
I sure do.
Oh, let's see. Let's dig out some more here for Jet. He's doing so well today. Just a few more trivia questions.
And I'm not cheating, I promise.
Can you see my screen from there?
A little bit, but I'm not looking at the answers.
Okay. Either at work or at home. This is a trivia question. You do this about every 2 weeks, and I don't believe it for a minute. I think it's like more like, especially now, I'd say maybe twice a year. Either at work or at home, you do this about every 2 weeks.
It's got to be like cleaning your desk.
No.
Okay. Every 2 weeks you do this.
Yeah.
But you think that it's more often or less often?
Yeah. It's somewhere in my home, I need to do this right now.
Clip your nails.
That's disgusting. No.
I clip my nails at work.
Oh.
Right in the trash can.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
It's creepy.
Man, so
Look up.
2 weeks.
Look up.
Look up. That's really?
No. Look up. What do you see?
The ceiling.
Yeah. What else?
Ceiling fan. I see a Elvis clock.
On the ceiling?
On the ceiling. Man, I don't know, Scott. There's ceiling tiles. You got a ceiling fan.
What's on the fan?
Dust. Oh, like dusting and.
Nope. Something else on the fan.
Change a light bulb.
There you go. That was actually right, but it took you too long.
That's fine. Every 2 weeks.
That's what I said. It's more like twice a year now with LEDs, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Even if
right?
not even that. I even changed. I have some LEDs that moved over with us.
All right. Every year, 22 tons of these appear in New York's Central Park.
In the Central Park.
22 tons of these appear in New York's Central Park.
22 tons.
Once a year.
Once a year.
They're there right now.
Easter egg. Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Pumpkins.
22 tons of pumpkins?
Yeah,
in Central Park?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Nope.
All right, they're there right now. People looking at leaves.
I'll give you that because it's fallen leaves.
Okay. 22 tons of
leaves.
Oh,
have you seen our backyard here in Maine?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are we going to do with them all? One big fire.
Yeah.
All right. Average restaurant loses 12 of these each week.
Employees.
Seems like it, don't it? You can't get service anywhere.
That's funny.
No.
Plates and dishware.
Close. Well, is dishware the same as silverware?
No, I was thinking glasses.
All right. So the answer was silverware.
Well.
If mom's a flyer and dad's a boomer, then what kind of animal are we talking about?
If mom's a flyer and dad's a boomer. Is that what that said?
Yes. Then what kind of animal are we talking about?
Man.
Who would use the word boomer?
A human being to describe people born after
mom's
World War II.
If the mom's a flyer and the dad's a boomer, what kind of animal are we talking about?
Oh man, an elephant.
Nope. A baby one of these is called a joey.
A kangaroo?
A kangaroo. Look at that.
Wow. That was too good a
Powers of
hint.
deduction.
That was too good a hint.
All right. Kind of like a spy the lie again. Okay. There's a city in Alaska called Unalaska.
Okay.
So Unalaska.
Unalaska.
The first Band-Aids were 18 inches long, and you would cut off what you needed.
Okay.
Top-selling Dunkin' Donuts donut is Boston Cream.
That one. The Boston Cream.
How do you know?
Because they're gross.
What kind of cream is it? I've never had one.
It's just cream. Bavarian cream, I think.
Bavarian. That's why. Because everything German or Bavarian is angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are the people in Boston using our cream? This is our cream. We made it. This is not for Boston.
That's good. That's really good.
Thank you. I'm better at the Germans than I am the Trump.
I don't know about that.
I can also do Scottish.
Can you?
Yeah. Aye, laddie, I can.
Wow.
Aye. Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
And that was a Mainer.
That's a Mainer, yeah.
That's a Mainer.
Oh, you don't want to go down that road.
No. All right, when we come back, we're going to have some local birthdays for the weekend. We'll find out who has a Friday the 13th birthday.
Wishing them luck.
Yeah, and then you'll know who to avoid. That's horrible. I didn't mean that. All right, but we will be back with more goodies. Stay right here, and we always end up the show with that crazy odd news. It's Northern Lights Public Radio. Do that again.
There's vomit everywhere.
Oops.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chewila.
On Feature Story News in London, I'm Simon Gaitan. Israel has ordered the evacuation of 1.1 million civilians in Gaza City with a 24-hour deadline ahead of an expected assault. Hundreds of thousands of Israeli troops are reportedly massing around the border. The UN Palestinian Refugee Agency has called the order horrendous, while the Palestinian president says he rejects the forced displacement of Palestinians in Gaza. Hamas has urged Palestinians not to leave, with Israel blaming the group for telling people to stay. The UK says it's sending military teams to the Eastern Mediterranean to spot emerging threats and help with the humanitarian crisis. The Prime Minister's office says the package of aircraft, ships, helicopters and marines will deliver practical support, offer deterrence and offer assurance. Stuart Smith reports.
The UK has long been a supplier of military equipment to Israel, but with this announcement, London is signalling further support as well as providing practical assistance to an Israeli army set to go on the offensive in the next few days. As of Friday, British surveillance aircraft are already in the skies to help provide Israel with intelligence, and Royal Navy warships will position themselves in the Eastern Mediterranean to deter regional escalation and assist with humanitarian needs. The UK says it's highly likely that some of the 100 to 150 hostages taken by Hamas include British nationals. Stuart Smith, London.
Defence authorities in Nigeria say the armed forces have killed over 50 terrorists in the country. It is part of ongoing military operations across the country. Correspondent Tashem Akendi reports from Jos.
Nigeria's Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made the revelation at a press conference. He said the troops also arrested 114 suspected insurgents, while 49 kidnapped victims were rescued. Nigeria has been battling security concerns such as terrorism and oil theft for years. The defense authorities have pledged that the offensive against the enemies of the state will be sustained. Tashem Akendi, Jos.
In the past few days, fighting has escalated around the town of Avdiivka between Russian and Ukrainian forces. According to the Institute of the Study of War, Russian forces have captured about 4 square kilometers of land around the area. Megumi Lim reports.
Kyiv says the attack on Avdiivka is one of the biggest offensives Moscow has launched in months since the start of this year's counteroffensive. Analysts have said that Russian forces are trying to draw Ukrainian troops away from their advances in the south. The head of the president's office, Andriy Yermak, said on Friday that Ukrainian forces were holding their positions as they faced heavy fighting against Russian forces. But the Institute of the Study of War said geolocated footage showed Russia had advanced in some villages southwest and northwest of Avdiivka this week. Megumi Lim in Kyiv.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking today at the situation confronting civilians in Gaza as Israel insists its blockade of the territory will continue following last week's Hamas attacks on the country that left more than 1,200 people dead. Humanitarian and non-governmental organizations operating in Gaza say time is running out to establish a humanitarian corridor that would allow aid to flow in and perhaps permit some civilians to leave.
There is no ability to get anything in or out of Gaza at the moment, and the consequences of that are absolutely devastating.
Melanie Ward is Chief Executive of Medical Aid for Palestinians.
Everything has to come in or out of Gaza through one or other of the exits, and so the fact that they are all sealed is absolutely catastrophic. The power plant in Gaza shut down at 12 o'clock yesterday. People are stockpiling water. One of my colleagues, Mohammed, started to run out of water. The distinction between civilians, like my colleagues who are aid workers, and fighters is absolutely crucial. And at the moment, we're seriously concerned that that distinction, which is required in international law, is not being observed, and the consequences are catastrophic.
US Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel on Thursday said he reiterated that the country could distinguish itself from Hamas by observing international laws governing the conduct of war. It is not clear that he received any commitment in return.
To recap the top stories. Israel orders over 1 million civilians to leave Gaza with a 24-hour deadline ahead of an expected assault. A UN official has called the order horrendous. The UK says it's sending military teams to the eastern Mediterranean to spot emerging threats and help with the humanitarian crisis unfolding. Defense authorities in Nigeria say the armed forces have killed over 50 terrorists in the country, and fighting between Russian and Ukrainian forces has escalated around the town of Avdiivka, southwest of the Donetsk region. That's the latest feature story news. Simon Gaitan reporting.
It's 8:17.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chewila Flooring.
Chewila Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewila Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chewilaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chewilaflooring@gmail.com.
Chewila Motel and RV Park. Chewila Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewila, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or ChewilaMotelandRVPark.com. Chewila Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewila.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewila. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chewila, 102.7 FM.
We're back. It's KCHW 102.7, Friday the 13th, and you've got Scott Allen and Jet Timmons along with you.
Hello.
Just a few minutes, we're going to roll out our Friday the 13th birthdays. But first, we were searching the internet. I had a really good thing, and it was a list like, I don't know, a couple hundred years.
Yeah.
Over a couple hundred years of things that had happened on Friday the 13th. And in typical Friday the 13th fashion,
yep,
I lost it.
Womp, womp.
I did find this, though, and it's bad luck, all right? Before we roll it out, I worked really hard this morning, so I got to play it. Here we go. Bad luck.
Didn't I just tell you don't touch me on the shoulder when I'm gambling? It's bad luck. I've lost everything.
Yeah, it went bad. It went real bad. Life sure has a sick sense of humor, doesn't it?
7 years bad. Ooh. Am I haunted by misfortune? Does disaster dog my footsteps? Me, with an unbroken record of defeat.
No. It's frightful bad luck to bring a woman aboard, sir.
I just brought their pet like this.
And bingo, they gets bad luck.
True enough, sir. I have had my share of bad luck.
Hard luck. I used to be unlucky only for myself. Now I'm unlucky for everybody.
I guess I must be unlucky.
Yes. All right. In Italy, Friday the 17th is considered the day of bad luck. 13 in Italy is typically considered a lucky number.
I remember talking about that yesterday.
Yeah. In Spain, Tuesday the 13th is the day of bad luck. Also in other Spanish-speaking countries. Mexico, pearls are often worn by brides in American weddings, but a Mexican bride would not dare wear pearls on her wedding day. Doing so would surely be the cause of bad luck and tears throughout the marriage.
Interesting.
All right, ladies, this one's for you. If you're traveling to Poland, keep your purse off the floor. It's bad luck.
Oh, unsanitary, too.
Bolivians never put their shoes on the table. It's an unlucky gesture that will lead to poverty. It's also a good practice in hygiene.
Yeah, who puts their shoes on the table? Come on, Bolivia. You didn't come up with that.
Yeah. In Hungary, flowers are given in odd numbers to those still breathing. Even-numbered bouquets are reserved for corpses.
Interesting.
Yeah, bought you a dozen roses.
Ah, well,
Ooh, ouch.
You got plans for me then.
Yeah, more bad luck. Many buildings in Japan do not have a fourth floor. This is because 4 is an extremely unlucky number in Japan as well as China and Korea. That's because the word 4 is similar to the word death.
I did know that one, but I still, how do you build a building without a floor? Just an empty space between 3 and 5. Magnets.
Magnets. If you're a Ukrainian woman, you're not yet married. Whatever you do, do not sit at the corner of a table. If you do, you won't be married for 7 years, like breaking a mirror.
Okay, good to know. If I'm ever in Ukraine and a woman, I'll keep that in mind.
Please do.
Yeah.
All right, you had some tragedy, right?
Yeah, so I did find a list, 12 different unlucky things that have happened on Friday the 13th throughout time. I'll read a couple. You tell me when to stop, Scott.
Okay.
They kind of buried the lead here. I'm going to read the last one first. It says, on every Friday the 13th, so every year, every time there's a Friday the 13th, the world economy apparently loses about $900 million. Donald Dassey, the founder of the Stress Management Center and Phobia Institute, he claims that it's because people are afraid to work and travel on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
So,
it actually has an impact. That's crazy.
I know it. Isn't that $900 million? Wow. I really liked this one. This actually happened back in the 70s. This was a plane crash. This was October 13th, 1972. A plane crashed in the Andes. 12 people died instantly, and survivors resorted to cannibalism. You probably didn't know cannibalism's considered bad luck.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Wow.
Yeah, who'd have figured? That exact same day in Russia, bad day for airplanes, 174 people were killed when a Russian airliner crashed upon landing near Moscow. Friday the 13th is just the start. And then this was another good one. I'll read this one for you. This is in the future, Scott. Not too far away. On Friday the 13th, April 13th in 2029, asteroid 99942, better known as Apophis, is forecast to pass Earth a scant 18,000 miles away, which is closer than any of the satellites we've put into orbit. Yeah, just a couple years away from that.
Okay.
You want another one here?
Sure.
All right. On Friday the 13th, in July 13th, 1979, Bob Renfrey decided to stay in bed every subsequent Friday the 13th because of a spate of bad luck he'd suffered on that unlucky day. Walking through a plate glass door, getting fired, putting his wife in the hospital after hitting her in the head with a stick meant for the dog.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that one. On a separate Friday the 13th.
Can you back off that mic a little bit here?
Yeah.
All right.
On a separate Friday the 13th, he actually saw his wife fall down a flight of stairs.
Oh.
He whacked her in the head with a stick, and then a couple years later, he saw her fall down the stairs.
Hey, honey, it's the 13th again. Now, yesterday when we were given a tease for this and talking about some of the stuff, we had read something that there was no difference in accidents.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, but here's a study from Scanlon, Lubin, Scanlon, and Singleton from 1993.
Sure.
It attracted attention from popular science literature as it concluded that the risk of hospital admission as a result of transport accident may be increased by as much as 52% on the 13th. However, authors clearly state that the numbers of admissions from accidents are too small to allow meaningful analysis. Subsequent studies have disproved any correlation between Friday the 13th and the rate of accidents.
Okay. Well.
Back on June of 2008, the Dutch Center for Insurance Statistics stated to the contrary that fewer accidents and reports of fire and theft occur when the 13th of the month falls on a Friday than on other Fridays. Because, as you said, people are preventively more careful or just stay home.
Yeah.
That's a huge loss in economy of people staying home because it's the 13th.
$900 million. That's what that guy said.
All right. Are you superstitious of anything?
No, I don't. Not really.
Now, what if you're superstitious and your birthday happens to fall on the 13th?
I'd probably be pretty tough. I'd probably stay home. I'd use it as an excuse to get out of work. But
All right. All right, we're going to go into our local birthdays. Should we have some Friday the 13th music?
Oh, yeah, do the...
All right, Friday the 13th birthdays are Brian Ross and Angie McLaughlin.
All right.
All right. They're always on the 13th, but you get the Friday thing in there. Big round of applause for both of them. They'll be okay. But if you see them on the streets, be sure and point and laugh and tell them when we're talking about them on the radio. And then say, and according to the radio, you guys should probably be really careful.
Yeah.
All right, for Saturday, we have birthdays for Vanessa Rainbolt. What a cool last name, Rainbolt.
That is a cool
I
name.
hope I got it right. Salty and Tanya Parrott having an anniversary. And Vincent and Stephanie Aiken also having an anniversary. And then on Sunday, Carol Detmer having a birthday. So rounds of applause all the way around. And happy birthdays from KCHW and everybody else. Don't forget, you can get on the birthday calendar. It's the Lions Club calendar, and they'll be filling those, I believe, through the end of the month. And then they submit it for printing for the next year. So if you'd like to be on the birthday calendar, we do have a link to Lions Club International on the kchw.org website. Go to members. All right. And then below that is the form you need to fill out for the Lions Club.
Good to know.
All righty. I'm moving along this morning. Let's go ahead and roll out celebrity birthdays for this Friday the 13th and see if we know anyone that is typically fond of bad luck there.
Oh, well, there's a couple good ones on here.
All right.
You want me to go ahead?
Yes, please.
Jerry Jones, who's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, he turned 81 today.
All right.
Here's a good one. Paul Simon. He turned 82.
Lifetime of bad luck singing sleepy songs.
He's got some good ones. He's got that My Name's Al, Call Me Al. Desmond Wilson from Sanford and Sons. He's 77 today.
Yeah, and it's Demond.
Demond.
I like that name.
That is a good name.
Yeah.
I do like Demond. Sammy Hagar turned 76.
All right. Look at Sammy.
Yeah, can't drive 55, but he can turn 76.
He can drive 55 if he's in his walker.
Beverly Johnson, the model, she turned 71.
Okay.
Here's a good one. Marie Osmond is 64.
No way, I'm so old.
Yeah, I guess so, Scott. Sorry.
Oh,
You
wow.
might still be able to, give her a call.
Okay.
Former NFL wide receiver Jerry Rice, he turned 61. Matt Walsh, who's Mike McClintock on Veep, a really good show, is 59. Kate Walsh from Umbrella Academy, Private Practice, Grey's Anatomy, they turned 56.
All right.
They, not he.
Okay.
Tisha Campbell Martin, Dr. Ken, My Wife and Kids, he's 55. She's 55. Former Olympic ice skater Nancy Kerrigan is 54.
But her ankle's only 50.
Why? Why?
Sorry, not funny. Not funny at all.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It's funny.
TV personality Billy Bush is 52. Sacha Baron Cohen, he's 52 as well.
Okay.
Politician Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, she turns 34.
Here's the best example of bad luck birthdays.
Yeah, celebrity daughter Tiffany Trump is 30.
Bad luck and have no luck at all. Despair and agony on me.
That's priceless.
I love the fact that there's whoa in the song, and every time you do it. All right, and then Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas St. Clair on Stranger Things, he turned 22.
Wow.
Still playing a 16-year-old.
All right. It happened today. We call it history. 1792, Washington, D.C., cornerstone of the United States Executive Mansion, known as the White House, was the foundation was laid.
Interesting. We found out yesterday, too. Teddy Roosevelt, on that day in history, he named it the White House.
Yeah, yesterday.
I remember that, yeah.
1962, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf opened on Broadway. And 99, a 12-year-old Fairfax, Virginia boy sent to the principal's office for misbehaving, left school, went to the airport, boarded a TWA plane without a ticket, and flew to St. Louis.
Wow.
Once he got there, he called Mom. TWA flew him back the next day.
He had enough. I'm going to St. Louis.
Can I come home now? 2002, an Oklahoma car thief drove 1,750 miles to get arrested for trying to sell a stolen Corvette on the internet auction site eBay. Alleged buyer was a New York City detective who knew the car was stolen. Detective said the thief probably set a record for driving the longest distance ever to get arrested.
Oh, that's so funny. So he drove from Oklahoma to New York City to try and sell his stolen car to a detective.
I thought it was safe. I thought it was really safe.
October the 13th, it'll get you every time.
Yes. 2005, New Jersey man duct taped his roommate to a bed and stole his car. Several hours and 200 miles later, he surrendered to police after stopping for a few beers. Just a couple beers. All right. 2008, Rhode Island began offering tours of several wastewater treatment facilities.
Oh, okay.
Yes, tours of treatment plants were available in East Providence, Bristol, and Narragansett.
Big tourist draw, I guess.
Yes. Where's that vomit sound effect?
I got food poisoning. There's vomit everywhere.
Yeah. Just like the wastewater treatment facility tour. 2015 basketball player Lamar Odom was hospitalized after being found unconscious in a brothel in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Wow. How would you like that to go down in history? Wow.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
2016, Bob Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature, but nobody can understand his speech.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. I've always wanted
So
the
hey.
Nobel Prize. That was good.
All right, Marion told me she was so excited to see Bob Dylan in concert a few years back and said it was the worst concert ever.
I'm excited.
Never sang any of his favorites.
Too.
It's like I saw, I'm not going to remember his name. I'm No Angel. Greg Allman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like over an hour late for the show. Showed up drunk as a skunk.
Yeah.
With another cocktail in his hand. And
Good.
he sat down at the piano. Everybody's ready for the show to start. And he just lights a cigarette. Smokes the whole thing. Plays one song. Drinks another cocktail. Smokes a whole cigarette. Or just kind of randomly talking to the audience. I think he performed 7 songs.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Well,
great show.
everybody just, Greg Allman.
Yeah. Wow. All right. 2019, Simone Biles became the most decorated gymnast in history when she won a record 25th medal at the World Championships in Germany.
Stuttgart.
And then in 2021, William Shatner became the oldest person to reach space, traveling aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket on a 10-minute flight.
That's Bezos's.
Only 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's that thing. It doesn't actually go to space. It goes to the very upper atmosphere.
So they're just kind of teasing us, right?
Yeah. So that's Jeff Bezos's thing. Remember when everybody was making fun of him for wearing the cowboy hat? Do you remember that at all?
No.
Yeah, he made this. Everybody was at the time. The Virgin Airlines guy did. I think Elon Musk was trying to do something. Private space travel. Yeah.
Word is when they first offered the space ride to William Shatner, he said, "But can't you just..."
Gentlemen, beam me aboard.
He had to go for a special run to the store to buy toupee paste.
Oh,
so it didn't float off in the zero gravity.
Wow.
Yeah, the low-hanging fruit, that's what we call that.
Wow. That's just not nice at all. Why don't you go ahead and roll out special events for today?
Yeah, Scott knows I have a special place in my heart for special event days. It's Good Samaritan Day.
Okay.
Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Mm-hmm. Kind of goes well with this one. No Bra Day.
Wow.
M&M Day. Train Your Brain Day.
To do what?
Not wear a bra.
Okay. Hey, it works. Yeah. even though I probably should be wearing one.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Scott. It's Yorkshire Pudding Day.
Okay.
I don't even know what that actually is.
It's you've seen Yorkshires, the little dogs. Come on, do I have to explain this to you? We're making pudding.
We're gonna make you into pudding.
Where's my dog?
I don't know, but this pudding's delicious.
Wow.
It's
true.
It's
true.
Treat Yourself Day.
All right.
That's how it's
to
spelled.
Some Yorkshire pudding.
Treat yourself to some Yorkshire dog pudding. Yeah, right. Failure Day. I remember talking about that one yesterday.
Okay.
International Suit Up Day.
Okay.
And International Day for Failure. I remember that. They're trying to destigmatize failure. It's okay to fail.
All right. Yeah. Is that the last one?
That's it.
All right, because I have some official. I guess I don't know.
Some breaking news.
Breaking news. Yorkshire pudding. Not to be confused with a dessert.
Okay.
Yeah, Yorkshire pudding is not a dog, as we mentioned.
Oh, shoot.
It's a traditional English dish similar to a popover. Dish is made from batter and served with roast meat and gravy. So
you could put
posits. It's still possible, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. All right, let's see. I'm trying to whittle my way down to what's going on. I usually like to do a little entertainment on Friday so you can know what's going on in the theaters. You probably won't have much time because there is, of course, so much to do in Chihuahua this weekend, and that is not a joke.
Yeah.
All right. First up, Taylor Swift and her Eras Tour, which has made over, today they said, $100 million. She then gifted her entire staff like $1 million each.
Good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like even the truck drivers and stuff that drive the equipment, everybody got $1 million because, well, she doesn't need the money.
I don't understand the draw, but you know.
All right, in theaters in a limited release is Anatomy of a Fall. This is a woman suspected of her husband's murder, and their blind son faces a moral dilemma as the sole witness. Ooh.
How is he a witness if he's blind?
Well, maybe he heard it.
Fair enough.
All right. The Burial. This is inspired by true events. A lawyer helps a funeral home owner save his family business from a corporate behemoth, exposing a complex web of race, power, and injustice. Starring Jamie Foxx, Tommy Lee Jones, and Journey Smollett. Wow. All right.
Wait, is that Jamie Smollett, the guy that...
If they could have spelt it wrong, or maybe it's a relative.
Fair enough.
Nepotism. I hate that.
Yeah.
All right, this is there you go. There had to be a Halloween one, right?
Mm-hmm. Got to.
Dark Harvest. Ooh. Legendary monster called October Boy. Does that sound scary?
We're out of creative names for horror movie monsters.
He's so scary. What's he called? October Boy.
Welcome to October Boy.
All right. Legendary monster called October Boy terrorizes residents in a small Midwestern town when he rises from the cornfields every Halloween with his butcher knife and makes his way toward those who are brave enough to confront him.
So it's Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
also,
like the lame version of Halloween.
Can they call him what do they call him? A well-known monster? I've never heard of him. Legendary,
October
that's what they said.
Boy.
October Boy.
All right. They gave Justin Long a movie. Can you believe that? It's called Dear David, and it opens this weekend. Man is haunted by the ghost of a boy named David who's trying to kill him.
Oh, okay.
In fact, if you know anybody being named David, you should probably be safe today.
Yeah.
All right. And the last one, this is a new release on Netflix. Yeah, good luck finding new releases on any of the pay channels. An unexpected promotion as a cutthroat hedge fund pushes a young couple's relationship to the brink, threatening to unravel far more than their recent engagement. And I don't know... Phoebe Denevor, Alden Ehrenreich, I like him, and Eddie Marsan.
Good to know.
All right, so there are a few movies out there.
I'm excited to see that new one with Leonardo da Vinci. Or DiCaprio. Duh.
Well, you're going to have to go way back in time.
Yeah. I don't know how many movies Leonardo da Vinci made.
Okay. Probably, I'm going to guess, none.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
He was a fan of the Yorkshire pudding, though. Sorry. All right, we're going to wrap up your Friday the 13th, and we're going to do it with the non-spooky edition of your KCHW Odd News.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
We always kick off the Odd News with a news attack. First sentence true, second sentence bad joke. And here comes Jet.
Oh, yep. There are now almost 600,000 people aged 100 or older around the world. Most of them say they don't know the secret to reaching 100, but if you want to reach 101, they all recommend you avoid trying to blow out 100 birthday candles.
There's one. Amazon's voice assistant Alexa has been found to be spreading misinformation about the 2020 presidential election. Imagine that. She's also been delivering QAnon weather reports.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
Yes. They take the weather out of children and they eat it.
Amazon's voice assistant Alexa has been found to be spreading misinformation about the 2020 presidential election.
No.
Alexa, what's the latest news? Hold on. Let me put on my tinfoil hat first.
Colorado authorities in Jefferson County looking into a break-in at a cemetery where body parts were stolen from a private mausoleum. Yes, even the dead can't find a safe neighborhood these days.
I don't need it. You can have it.
Yeah.
All right, Family Dollar has initiated a recall of hundreds of products. The FDA found that the cardboard tasting cereal doesn't contain real cardboard.
You haven't heard, Family Dollar initiating a recall of hundreds of products. Now, where am I supposed to buy my budget sushi?
Oh. Yum. Extra flavor.
Yeah.
Researchers found evidence that lizards dream. I can't believe that. Then the next day at work, they bore everyone with the details.
Uh-huh.
I like this next one.
All right. Study found that it's not always true that opposites attract, as can be seen from the United States Congress.
Got him.
What if they were attracted to each other? That'd be awesome.
That would be an interesting episode of C-SPAN. What is Matt Gaetz doing?
Professing his love for Joe Biden.
I thought they got rid of McCarthy.
All right, wacky but true. We don't add anything to these stories because they are totally true. But you might hear a movie sound effect or a TV sound effect afterwards.
Yeah, true.
All right, I think you're up again, Jen.
All right, wacky but true. Rat dangles from restaurant and ceiling. Diners at a restaurant in China had an unexpected guest hang out with them, a large rat. The rat was spotted dangling from a light fixture by restaurant customers. A few minutes later, the restaurant owner showed up with a ladder and pliers to deal with the rodent.
What are the pliers for?
Pinching. The scene was a little too much for some of the customers, who quickly left the restaurant.
Huh.
I don't know. Would you hang out, Scott?
Oh, sorry. Would I hang out there?
Yeah.
With rats?
Would you stay there?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I'm not picky.
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, you know, in some cultures, they only eat vomit. I've never been there, but I read about it in a book.
And it sounds like it's at that restaurant.
Yeah, they took it out back and made Yorkshire pudding with it.
Yes. A woman in South Florida was pulled over by a Florida state trooper for driving a car that looked like a police vehicle. Trooper noticed the car, Dodge Charger, had a light bar on the roof and a siren system, along with decals that resembled the police department badge. Driver was a 28-year-old woman, claimed she had wrapped the car in the same colors as the Florida Highway Patrol vehicles because she liked the color scheme.
Good.
Yeah. You should dress in it, too.
Yeah.
She was arrested and charged with operating a vehicle without registration, misusing a dealer license plate, and imitating a Florida Highway Patrol mark.
Only in Florida.
That's right. I was pulling people over. Here's what the police officer, very, very angry with her, here's what he had to say.
I am what I am, and I do what I do. A few guys make shoelaces, some lay sod, others make a very good living neutering animals. I'm a cop.
Oh, boy. Well, a bear made its way into a Canadian gas station on Monday, Tipton's Gas Bar in Lake Cowichan, for those wondering.
Okay.
Taking advantage of an open door. Security footage shows the bear roaming through the store, ignoring various food items, and instead choosing a bag of gummy bears. If you can believe it, the bear then left the store and enjoyed its candy in the parking lot.
Wow. Wow.
They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
I hope that bear knows it's bad luck.
Isn't that cannibalism?
I think so.
He saw a picture of himself on the package.
Aye.
Wow.
Yeah, he just wanted some gummy bears.
Fun.
They had to resort to cannibalism in order to stay alive.
So he's eating gummy bears. All right. Sheriff's deputies in Marion County, Florida, were called out to mediate a dispute between James Jubain and a neighbor. Jubain insisted on telling the deputies how they should conduct their investigation. They apparently didn't do it to his satisfaction, so he called 911 to demand their supervisor tell him to follow his instructions. They told Jubain that if he wanted to speak to a supervisor, he needed to call the non-emergency number. He apparently didn't like that and repeatedly called 911, including well after the deputies had left, which caused the dispatcher to warn him that calling 911 without an emergency constitutes a crime. I thought everybody knew this.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, Ubain told the 911 dispatcher, "You want to charge me with abuse of 911? Go for it. I'm going to keep calling back." That's when deputies arrived and took him to jail. Oh.
Well,
it's my favorite sound effect.
The strain was terrific. And impossible though it seemed, he got an idea.
Good. Well, accident investigators say Jesus Carreno Ortiz didn't slow down when pulling up to a business in Santa Rosa, California. He smashed right into the building, a grocery store. He got out to go shopping at the store for booze. Employees didn't let him buy any booze because he had suffered significant injuries in the crash.
I'm bleeding, and I need some beer.
Never mind the fact that he crashed into the building. That and police found his blood and alcohol level was already 4 times the legal limit. Carreno Ortiz was hospitalized, then arrested, and charged with DUI.
All right.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Woo! Yep, the AAA. You know, I knew a guy who started off in AAA, then ended up in AA. He got busted for DUI.
Oh, boy.
Last one, Jerry Faleka started a reading group in Los Angeles Public Library. He was intent on reading through James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake, known as one of the most difficult books to understand. The group took their time, reading just 1 page per meeting and discussing each page for 2 hours. Now they've read the whole book. It took them 28 years.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Ever. Forever.
I wish we could stay here forever and ever, ever.
It seems long, but it won't last forever.
Yes, it will. That's horrible.
What's the point of writing a book that takes 28 years to understand?
Maybe it was just them.
I guess so.
Yeah,
He does say they took 2 hours a day per meeting to read it. So.
Wow, 28 years.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people died.
I don't know.
You're a little scary sometimes. You know that. Brilliant, but scary.
Thank you.
Very good. As a 28-year-old, I'm terrified. You know, reading from birth to now. I'd finish that book now.
You could read as a baby?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I can't even read now. I went to school in Idaho, Scott.
Huh? Where?
Would you mind saying that again?
Idaho?
That's frightfully interesting. We pronounce it Ohio.
Pretend it doesn't even exist. All right, that is our show for today. Quick reminder as we head into the weekend, lots of stuff to do. You've got your farmer's market today, 11 to 3:30. Pumpkin bowling at 3:30. Then you have a haunted house at Bradley's Taekwondo tonight. Let's see, 6 to 9, I believe. 6 to 9. And then on Saturday, you've got the Hands Across Nations. That is a great auction and a fundraising dinner, and that'll be taking place at the Civic Center. Also, Saturday night, Chihuahua Center for the Arts, you've got the Big Stomp, which is the history of clogging, and a little bit more, all happening at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Big weekend. Get out and enjoy yourself. And just forget about all the stuff we said about bad luck and Friday the 13th, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You better.
All right. Thanks for staying with us for 2 days, Jet, and filling in for vacationing folks.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Big round of applause, Jet Timmons. All right, and we'll leave you with this.
Didn't I just tell you don't touch me on the shoulder when I'm gambling? It's bad luck. I've lost everything.
Yeah, it went bad. Went real bad. Life sure has a sick sense of humor, doesn't it?
7 years bad. Ooh. Am I haunted by misfortune? Does disaster dog my footsteps? Me, with an unbroken record of defeat.
No. It's frightful bad luck to bring a woman aboard, sir.
I just brought their pet like this. And bingo, they gets bad luck.
True enough, sir. I have had my share of bad luck.
Hard luck. I used to be unlucky only for myself. Now I'm unlucky for everybody.
I guess I must be unlucky.
Whoa! Whoa!
what I am and I do what I do. A few guys make shoelaces, some lay sod, others make a very good living neutering animals. I'm a cop.
Release the Kraken.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
KCHW 102.7 FM, the music education station, is pleased to announce its first fully produced syndicated radio program that's available to public radio stations worldwide.